Trinity-in-Trinidad came into being in spring 1999. It was based on research into the popular cultural forms of Trinidad and Tobago, the world-famous carnival and other festivals that Professor Mauri had conducted on the islands for over 3 years prior to this date. The program was intended to be an experience of cultural immersion for students. Apart from creative classroom activity and lectures conducted in a range of courses at the prestigious University of the West Indies St. Augustine campus, with whom Trinity College has a special liaison, and by the college's informed on-site offerings. Field trips, independent studies and intense individual internships would form the main plank around which this study abroad program would orchestrate itself. While only 7 miles off the northern coast of South America, Venezuela being the nearest point, Trinidad shares in the Caribbean civilization's extension to the island countries of Barbados, Grenada, St. Lucia, Martinique, Guadeloupe, Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti, Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico, into the coasts of Central America, Panama and Costa Rica, and the Gulf of Mexico. From time to time, students enrolled in this program have made study trips at their own expense to some of these countries. Fossil fuel-rich Trinidad and Tobago are among the most prosperous islands in the Caribbean, and many people from the entire region migrated to these southernmost islands over the years. This twin island republic boasts rich natural resources and a large variety of wildlife and habitats, especially in Tobago, and the cultures and religions enriched with the presence of indigenous peoples and other peoples from Europe, Africa, and India. Equally engaging are the dynamic towns and cities where crowded markets, thriving multinational industries, and historical townhouses sit side by side with temples, mosques, shrines, and cathedrals. The entire twin island of Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, therefore, becomes the campus where artists, calypso singers, steel band musicians, scholars, fishermen, political leaders, doctors, lawyers, spiritual teachers, carnival revelers, citizens from all walks of life alike comprise both the formal and informal faculty. This approach facilitates an experimental reflection on the building of a Caribbean civilization through self-emancipation fueled out of a history of imperial exploitation, genocide, enslavement, and indenture. Trinidad and Tobago's diverse intercultural and multi-ethnic profile can reveal the long, dynamic, and tortured disenfranchised history of the Caribbean in ways that offer a vital and lively introduction to not just the survival, but the thriving of the entire circum-Caribbean region. The Administrative Director, Jean-Baptiste, and the Academic Director, Florence Blizzard, manage the Trinity-in-Trinidad office in Curep, Trinidad. The premises comprise a rest area for students, a lecture workshop area, a kitchen area, a guest room, a resident lecturer's room, an audio-visual room, and the Office of Management. Apart from attending to all the needs of the students, this office coordinates the Trinity-in-Trinidad courses. A core course, Caribbean Civilization, both semesters, a festival arts course, spring semester, and an optional course in the fall semester, work and play. Resident part-time lecturer Tony Hall presents these 2 courses. Through internships and/or independent studies with cultural workers, engineers, political and community leaders, scientists, artisans and elders, students are involved in various forms of community service and mentorship in ways that often lead to career choices. A detailed schedule of excursions and expertly guided field trips are conducted both semesters around Trinidad to ecological and historical sites, industrial, art and cultural complexes. A special trip is made to Tobago, where the entire 115 square miles of that island are explored. Vibrant and invigorating part of the program is the students' participation on various levels in Trinidad's festivals. Among them are the widespread village Ramlila in the fall and the famed carnival in the spring. Included in the core course in both the semesters is a 10-day study tour by students and faculty to Costa Rica, Central America, focusing on the northern coast.
Anywhere you go, your mind is ripe up and lemon. And above, nowhere like lemon. Lemon in the land of freedom. Nowhere like lemon. Lemon in the land of freedom. In the fiesta time, the people them come from. When they reach in lemon, they don't want to let the town at all. Nowhere like lemon. Lemon in the land of freedom. Nowhere like lemon. Lemon in the land of...
Gradually start sending their kids to Spanish school. And so we had a time when we had both school systems.
I like it. Okay. This one more. That more. I like it when it's like.
Off with the old and she on with the new one. Every month she has someone else. Off with the old and she on with the new one. Every month she has someone else. Woman, what's wrong with you? You want to leave me in misery. You want to kill me dead. Fire don't candle underneath me bed. Off with the old and she on with the new one. Every month she has someone else.
This Trinity-in-Trinidad program is open to all Trinity College students with a 2.5 GPA who are in good social and academic standing. It is also open to students of like status in other colleges across the United States of America who are desirous of pursuing this approach to global studies. Accommodation is at the UB campus, Milner Hall. The dates are for the fall semester, August, arrival to December. For the spring semester, January, arrival until May. The dates for the program are built around the academic calendar of the University of the West Indies and therefore change slightly each year. Trinity-in-Trinidad program provides a taxi, bus and drivers for internships and field trips.
So I looked through all the brochures from the Trinity programs and decided Trinidad looked the most interesting. And once I had it in my head that this is where I was going to be, it sort of set in that rather than just being this destination that I'm going to just to go somewhere and get out, it became rather an opportunity for me to break out of my very sheltered and like very limited perspective, global worldview being raised, where I've been raised at home.
And this experience was really wonderful for me. Coming to Trinidad, one of the first things I was most impressed by was the genuine and intrinsic respect and understanding of such diverse beliefs and cultures. I have never traveled to a country or to a society where a Christian man will wish his Muslim neighbor a blessed Eid, or a Pakistani Muslim woman will play Sita in a rendition of Ramleela.
The Trinity-in-Trinidad program offers an example of academic tourism, which can go a long way to change the consciousness of students of the United States of America with regards to the Caribbean being seen as the backyard of the powerful North America. This approach to study abroad programs can only enhance cross-cultural relations worldwide, as the Caribbean region, presented here as the historical gateway to the New World, fashions itself as a valid world civilization on its own terms.
It's Trinity-in-Trinidad.